Breaking news! I've been telling people about this. This is the latest. But do you notice something about this? This is only men. These are the people that were released from Venezuela's prison system. All the criminals, all the drug dealers, they are crossing already. I'm going to post another video and you guys going to see that they, for the last 2 days, for hours and hours, they've been crossing our borders. This is what the Democrats and your President Joe Biden is allowing. And people don't realize what's happening. And let me tell you, it's happening. Why? It's only men coming. What happened now to the women and children? No. They've been bringing men by the hundreds. People coming from Africa, people coming from South America, Central America, from China. They are coming from all over. But you will see, they're here.
Shalom. Call Lamla Yahweh. Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His Son and our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. Much respect and honor to the brothers that are doing the work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and freedom to do so, and pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that is scattered abroad, and double honor and respect to the apostles, to the elders and great millstone. Coming back at you with another lesson. Evil days draw near. So many of the prophecies that we have been foretelling are taking shape. The Most High is validating His chosen through the spirit of His mouth, through the spirit of the Lord's mouthpiece, and through the spirit. Those are the men that have been ordained to be teaching or in their lots in these last days. So things are happening fast. These are military age fighting men. These are not your big beer belly 6-month pregnant men crossing the borders. These men look fit, like soldiers. Let's go here. So prophecy must be fulfilled. By the way, this has very little to do with bipartisan politics, Democratic, Republican, left wing, right wing. These are orders from the top, the international elite. They have set the conditions for America to become a blood sacrifice. That's what they have done. Why you think they moved all their gold overseas to Europe and moved their corporations overseas? Follow the money. So they know what's going on. This thing has already been planned out. Let's go here first. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah 6. Now we know in the context of this chapter, it's talking about ancient Babylon. But history repeats itself. Why? Because our spirits are regenerated back onto the earth. Let's go to Jeremiah 6. In Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. So many are frustrated by hearing the word. They think it's fear mongering. So they get tired of it. We sound like a broken record because they have no appreciation for the Lord's hand showing an extension of mercy. Verse 11. Therefore, I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary with holding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, the age with him that is of full age, that is of full days. I'll read it again. So these men are going to be ravishing houses. They're going to facilitate chaos. The elite's motto is order out of chaos. So we've been talking about Jacob's trouble. So the ingredients are being poured into this melting pot, America, and the heat is being turned up. So the elites are stirring the pot, the mixture of chaos that they have created. These are man-made events of disorder. Therefore, I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary with holding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, the age with him that is full of days. Many of these young men haven't touched a woman in months. So they are full of fleshly lust and desire through any means necessary. This is the time to be joined unto the Spirit of the Lord. Guns can only go but so far. We need a spiritual hedge around us, and that comes through the gift of faith. And their houses shall be turned unto others with their fields and wives together. I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. See? So they will do what's called forging. They're not going to have a traditional sense of logistical resupply. So they'll be using other people's houses for shelter and food, ammunition, warmth, comfort, rest. Other men's wives for pleasure. That's what they do. We don't know the backgrounds of these men. Many of them may have just been released out of prison. We don't know. But who want to sit around in their house and find out? F around and find out. So this is organized chaos. And their houses shall be turned unto others with their fields and wives together. For I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. For from the least of them even to the greatest of them, every one is given to covetousness, and from the prophet even unto the priest, every one dealeth falsely. So this place, America, has become a cesspool of wickedness and darkness, treachery and deceit, scandal, hatred, envy, deception. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. So many have taken on the guise of a prophet, but they're not teaching the will of the Lord, blowing the trumpet, sounding the alarm, so that the elect can be alerted of the said perils and dangers to come. They're saying there is no digital device, by the way, that's going to be mandated, or they're downplaying or trying to underwrite it, like it's just something, a prophecy afar off. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. That's Ezekiel 12, somewhere around verse 20. Ezekiel 12, verse 21. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? We have plenty of time. Everything is just like it's always been. Stop fear-mongering. So they're trying to downplay the significance of the events that we are experiencing. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. So we're here. We're here. All the players, the game players, are going to be dismayed. The Lord has raised up a fierce right-hand spirit on his men to counter the dark, evil left-hand spirits of men that are congregating together, the assembly of evil men. This is chess, not checkers. When we look at this thing from a big picture, these are nations under the BRICS alliance: Venezuela, Africa, Saudi Arabia, China, several nations in Africa, India, Russia. North Korea is joining that alliance. Well, they're under China. They're allies with China. See? They're dealing falsely and saying peace. Jeremiah 6:14. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly saying peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall at the time that I visit them. They shall be cast down, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the way and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your soul. But they said, we will not walk therein. We want things to go back to quote unquote normal. We want to go back to our 9-to-5 job. Don't tell us about the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the king of Yasharallah. Caesar is our king. Rome, Edom. Put down those words of the living power, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. We're ready to go back to putting on the leash and collar and return back to our 9-to-5 job. Don't tell us about a glorious, eternal kingdom to come, established in righteousness. We like things the way they are now. So the Lord is going to smite Egypt, spiritual Sodom in Egypt, with plagues. Jeremiah 6:17. Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. So this trumpet, this alarm, is the warnings coming out of this book, the most powerful book on earth. But many people are stuck in the flesh. Well, there's a man warning me from the words by man, but they're failing to realize this is not a normal library book like a Harry Potter novel. These prophecies are real. They prophesied World War I, World War II, World War III. So the prophecies do not fail. Prophesied the Israelites would be scattered into slavery. What other book you know has proven its validity consistently with precision? You tell me. So the watchmen are the prophets. Therefore, hear ye, nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. So I thought the law was done away with. So essentially, the law is this word. It's not done away with. How can a spirit be done away with? The words that we speak are life and spirit, pursuant to John 6:63. Can't kill the spirit. The word endures forever. It is the pure essence of the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So he is setting the stage for massive judgment to occur here. Caterpillars are filling the land. Caterpillars are destroyers. Let's go here to Jeremiah 11. Jeremiah 11. Let's go to verse 9. And the Lord said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant which I made with their fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. So these are days of trouble approaching. The days are evil, which breaks down into bad times. Food scarcity, security scarcity, chaos, darkness is coming. The electrical grid being shut down or taken out. So it's going to be a dog-eat-dog world. Every man for himself. Where does that leave women and children? In a bad condition and dependent solely on the security of the men of the Lord. That's what's coming. Because savages are going to be roaming the streets, armed to the teeth. Let's go to verse 12. Jeremiah 11:12. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. This is heavy because many of them are Israelites coming up from Venezuela. They worship the blonde-haired, blue-eyed golden retriever. So many of these Israelites are coming to the daughter of Babylon to serve out their punishment, to become a sacrifice on the altar, which is Basra. Read Isaiah 34. So they're coming as lambs being led to the slaughter. Many of them are coming to help fulfill Zechariah 13:8-9. That's the daughter of Babylon, that prophecy. See, For Jeremiah 11:13, for according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal. See? So this place is being set up for massive judgment. Where do I want to go here? There was one more. There's enough there. So Babylon is what Zechariah 13 and 8 and 9 is talking about America. How do we know that? Well, go back and read Zechariah chapter 2. It's talking about the daughter of Babylon. See, the days, now this is 70 AD. And once again, history repeats itself because our spirits regenerate back every third and fourth generation. Luke 19 and 42, saying, if thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. So even Yahushua was warning of the dangers and the perils to come 40 years from his time. He was on the earth around 30 AD, and then he passed away somewhere around 33 years old. So now the generation he's speaking to is on the scene of the crime in this time. This is the generation that's seeking after the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahushua. Luke 19 and 43. So remember, 70 AD, approximately 40 years after Yahushua prophesied. Now, the Most High punished the Romans. Pompey, around 79 AD, he brought great slaughter upon the Romans. Pompey, 79 AD, for slaughtering his people and taking down his temple. Luke 19 and 43, for the day shall come upon thee that thine enemy shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round and keep thee in on every side, and shall lay thee even with the ground and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. So now we fast forward to today, 70 AD, part 2, which is the modern day place of our captivity and bondage. That place, that spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, or the revised Roman Empire, the kingdom of Edom. This is the final, last standing heathen empire. So we're in the feet and toes of the statue that Prophet Daniel saw. We're in the feet and toes, the end. We'll hear to Matthew 24. See, they're going to ask him, what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end? Where is that at? Let's go here to Matthew 24, verse 3. Not going to make this long. I'm going to get to the key point. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? See, the feet and toes of the statue that Prophet Daniel saw. So that end is the conclusion of an age, of an empire, which is the revised Roman Empire under the Edomites. So we're going to see the conclusion of the old world and the rebirth of the new kingdom to come, Jacob being delivered. Where else did I want to get? See, this is something else I want to highlight right here. A key sign or early warning indicator. Early warning indicator of Yahweh's return. They're going to mandate the mark of the beast, and it's going to help fuel civil war and a total socio-economic breakdown in society. Chaos. That's a key sign. See, let's read this. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Race riots, race wars. Nations go back to nationalities, which go back to nations of people. Now, you're not going to see a dark-skinned people against a light-skinned people. That's retarded. These are going to be lines of, or ideological lines of separation. Belief systems is where they're going to form pockets of men based on belief systems, ideologies. It's hard to say that word. So this is a key early warning indicator of the Son of Man's return to be raised up unto his father David, the throne of David, which is being built right now. Let's read this and close out. Show you why I took you there. See, let's go to 2nd Ezra 13. And let's go to 31. 2nd Ezra 13:31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. What is that one realm against another? The chariots of the Lord are going to crack those skies, pursuant to Revelation 1:7. You see? So a key early warning indicator is when we see large, multiple regions and pockets of fighters fighting against each other. Multiple fires and pockets of different civil clashes and engagements. See, let's go up to verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. So that's the sign of his coming. We read that when the disciples asked him on the Mount of Olives in Matthew 24. So the scriptures flow together. Now, one last point that I want to make here. So when we read further down, verse 40, the 10 tribes is in which he's going to gather. So he's going to subdue the nations. Let's go to verse 32. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen which I showed thee before. Then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. This is heavy. So this is a very, very crucial time frame we're living in. An extremely exciting time, but at the same time, very dangerous. Because the birth of the nation of Jacob is going to be preceded with birth pains, turmoil, great tribulation, fighting digital war bots coming to lay the land desolate in these neighborhoods, not sparing any, shooting rapid fire mounted machine guns, setting off explosives, releasing chemical gas on those that survive the explosives and the large voluminous hail of bullets. So this is going to be a time where the Lord is going to stand up, Mayaka Allah, all right, who is like the Most High, pursuant to Daniel chapter 12 and 1. And that prophecy is also echoed in Revelation 12. The dragon is going to fight against the tabernacle of David and Yahushua, and 144,000 standing with the Lamb and follow him whithersoever he goes, which includes combat. Let's go. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem, or Kwakadash. See you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala in the Bar the Wild. We got next, Lord willing. Shalom.